What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Wicked After Dark, where we talk about all things Halloween. My name's Anthony, and with me tonight we got Ashley and Jess.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
The man behind the cam, Andy.
What? And Jimbo.
Jimbo.
Still here.
Are
Present.
you? Are you? Oh my God, I can barely see you from here. You're so
Present.
skinny.
You know what that diet's called?
Oh, here we go.
Starvation.
No, it's not.
Fasting.
Starvation at its finest.
That's called.
Hey.
If
all
one of us had
natural.
to go on that show, what is it called?
Yeah.
Oh, you had to go to the forest. Not for like
Oh.
you know they drop you off naked and afraid. Naked and
Naked and
afraid.
afraid.
I think my dad can do it.
Yeah.
I can't make it. I'm like
Naked, no way, bro.
I'm
I
starving.
get sunburn.
I need some chicken
Yeah, the
nuggets.
sunburn will kill you.
I can't kill a fish and fry it. No thanks.
I could do that.
You know what I'm saying?
How can you even trust
can't
the mushrooms
last.
on the floor?
I can't
No.
even wake up at 8 and wait until 2 o'clock to eat because I'm like, starving.
You know what? Since I wake up really early now, I have to have breakfast.
You feel like throwing up, right?
Like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, I gotta eat.
You know what's funny though? For high school, you never like to eat in
No.
the morning though. Me neither. I didn't like to eat in the morning. Like now, I wake up at 10.
Mainly too
10:30, I'm
because
like, I'm starved.
I'm not a public restroom user like the rest
Okay.
of these nasty asses. You know what I mean?
Wow.
I don't
'cause it
like.
He doesn't have stomach issues. That's why.
I did have stomach issues,
Not like this.
and I'm not one to just touch my ass on any bathroom. You
Them
know?
holy ass cheeks.
So yeah,
Or what do they
dude,
call
but like,
them?
nah, dude.
Yeah, that's what he calls them.
He has to sit on his own throne.
Yes.
That's how gay
4
was.
hours.
No, you know
It's
what?
just
Gay
gross,
used to be like
dude.
that.
I think that's just like men. Why
To
you
be
guys
able to
sit in
just
the
be like,
bathroom
oh,
for
you
so
know what?
long?
I'm just gonna spot right here.
You know
Yeah,
what?
it's good enough.
There's times.
You look at that
There's
toilet
seat
room like,
covers.
oh man.
There
dude,
comes
I
a
don't
time
know,
where
dude.
you just need a toilet.
No, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
All the time.
And most
All
of the time, that's what it calls for. That's the occasion it calls for me.
Yeah.
So
After you get over 40, you never pass a restroom.
yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, since we're talking about random topics, I went to the dentist and I wore shorts, so she's seen my Wicked tattoo, and she's my newer dentist. She's never seen me in shorts. And
Is it
she
the
was
one in
just like-
Ranjo?
Yeah. And, whoa, bro, don't be giving it away.
Dude, they're gonna
Anyways.
follow you now.
She seen my Wicked tattoo. She was like, oh, for the movie? And I looked at her like,
No.
Funny, same shit happened to me. Same stuff happened. I'm sorry. I don't want to curse too much.
Oh,
I
God,
apologize.
Wrong podcast.
I was just like, no.
That happened to me when I was in labor. Okay, because I have Wicked right here, and I'm in labor. Contractions are going around. The nurse is like, "Oh, like tell me about your tattoo. The tattoo, not tattoo. My bad. Andy over here got to me. Tell me about your tattoo. I love the music. I actually seen it on Broadway, and I'm in here like I don't even want to correct the lady because I'm like, yeah, I love it. I love the play, and I'm like, give me the epidural. You know? And I'm like, no, lady, never seen it in my life. Actually, don't even know what it's about.
Wow.
Me either.
Anyway.
Anyways, I had
Anyway.
to explain to my dentist what Wicked Boutique was.
And she's
Yeah,
like,
that
wow,
was-
So
you're-
you
While
got a new,
she's
is
drilling
it
in
the
my
same
teeth.
dentist though?
Yeah.
But it's a new one.
Same
Okay,
office.
same office, but a different dentist.
The old lady went?
Yeah, she's gone.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to go back
Now
now.
it's a younger one. She's nice.
Because the one that I went to, she was like feeling my jawline. She's like, "Yeah, there's a bump here. Did you have a
Hey,
cough
she's
in the
like,
last 2 months?" Like,
she was like, you got a dog jaw.
no, dude. She was just like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna get that checked out if it's still there." When I'm like,
Was she older?
"Yeah."
Yeah, no, she's
I
not.
mean,
good.
well,
Little
if you
bit
have a
older.
lump in your jaw, you should
It
get that
wasn't-
checked.
It wasn't a lump in my jaw like that.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? I did have a cough prior, but she was like, "Yeah, we don't want it to be cancerous." And I'm just like, "Why are you touching my jaw? Check my mouth." You know what I mean?
Look in the inside
Check
of
my
her mouth.
mouth.
Your jaw's part of your mouth.
Nah, man, weirdo. Anyway, yeah, I didn't like that lady, dude.
Well, she gone.
Yeah,
Oh
why
my
didn't go back?
God.
Damn her for doing her
Why didn't
job.
go back? You know, like,
Now you got me
No,
thinking.
no, yeah, I know what you're talking about because she was kind of rough when she did my fillings, and then like she left one too high, and it would hurt me. And when I went back, it was a new lady, and she cleaned it up. She's like, "Oh yeah, she left it way too. You freaking cleaned it up for me, and no problem."
Must be nice to have insurance.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I
Anyways,
don't have it.
Anyway,
have it and it sucks.
anywho, moving along, guys. Moving along.
Check it,
People
check it,
like
check
when
it,
we
check
talk
it,
about
check it,
random
check it.
shit.
Nobody
dude.
wants to hear about the dentist, bro, and the fact that you don't get insurance.
Fun fact: dentist is my worst fear. I hate sitting in that chair. I hate when
Oh,
I
she
have
wants
to
to talk
open my
about fears.
mouth.
That's
You
an
know?
open topic. See, she brought it up, so we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about fears because
Oh.
I'm telling you, I was in my head today. I don't know. I know why. I have
Fears, like your fear in general.
and I have a few. just how you're scared of the dark. It's one of your fears, right?
No.
Yes, it is. Are you not scared of the dark?
Oh, the dark.
What did you think I
I
said?
thought you said something else.
What did you think I said?
I don't know.
Okay, so I have a new fear that I discovered now that as an adult, okay?
Okay.
It's lizards because
No.
let me tell you a story. I like to go for walks now, with my kid. So in my apartment complex, we have a lot of lizards. When I tell you a lot of lizards, I'm telling you we have a lot of lizards.
Would you say there's a shit ton?
A shit ton.
Oh, okay.
So we're walking, I'm walking.
Get to the point.
Wow.
Punch him right
Rude.
now.
That's rude.
$5. Free. Boom.
Right in
Yeah.
the face.
Anyway, can we just cut his mic and we're gonna cut him out of the
Go
Let's
ahead
cut
and
his picture. Let's cut his picture out. It's just gonna be me and Just Day. Anyway, I'm walking, right, and I see a lizard right here. You know when they're doing the little push-ups in the sun, bacon.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, cool. Usually when I get close, they skedaddle. I'm getting close, and I'm approaching the lizard. Doesn't move. I'm like, cool, whatever. He's not scared of humans. No, pass it up. I align with my shoe. He's like sees me, dips out this way towards me. I freak out, jump because he freaked out, jump like running, and I jump on the lizard.
Oh my god.
I land on the lizard and I just feel my foot squish. I'm heavy. Okay.
So the lizard was a goner.
Oh, it was a goner. But but I squished it, but it wasn't like guts everywhere, nothing. He still kept walking. He made it into the grass, flopped on his back, legs like suffering, right?
Dude.
But
That's terrible. You're a murderer.
the whole time I was just like
Spazzing
freaking
out.
like disgusting, right? Like poor lizard, but it grossed me out so bad. Like I can still feel it under my foot. Okay, fat lizard too.
Why'd you jump?
Cause he freaked out. So I'm
Well, you freaked out. You jumped.
no, I freaked out because he
No.
freaked out.
Yeah.
So he started
Okay.
dipping out towards me, and I'm like thinking he's gonna climb me. No, thank you. No fucking thank you. So I
mean-
panicked.
You just made my point for every time I tell you guys, like, Jess is scared of spiders. You're scared of now lizards. But imagine how
Definitely.
they feel.
Well, you
I don't give a damn how
why
they
the
feel,
fuck
bro.
you run towards me? Run the other way.
No, I know how you feel because if you look at the ring, it's a video of me running from a lizard. Because right now they're downstairs right next to
They're
the door,
everywhere,
right?
bro. They're everywhere.
So I'm walking outside to go get something from Katie, and I see the lizard on the floor. Tell me why this dude takes off running towards me up the wall, right? And I'm like, dude, now you're closer to
So
me.
you're telling me they can climb the wall? They're not gonna climb up my shoe? Yeah.
Right, exactly.
And if
So
they
I
do, so
see it
what?
fucking. So what? If he would have climbed my shoe, would have died.
Why?
So I start jumping and I was just like, so I freak out. Now every time I'm walking and I hear, when you're walking by a bush, you go, oh my god, no, I'm not joking. I'm like, I flinch so hard, but like I'm like that now
Jesus.
with the bushes. If I hear something go through the bushes, I freak out. If like a bug
She
goes
has
through your hair,
PTSD
when
now.
you feel it, or
New
you
fear unlocked.
dude,
Yeah,
when you
literally.
hear a bug go through your hair, oh my god, instant panic mode. I could barely go outside.
Oh my god.
And I'm like
Wow.
embarrassed, dude, because I'm out here walking with the baby, a bug will hit my hair, and I'm just like fucking embarrassing, bro.
Wow.
I'm so embarrassed. Anyway,
Oh my god, dude.
I'm gonna be 27, and I'm here like scared of lizards. Like I'm just like, wait, like don't come out, bro. Don't. I sent that video the other day to you. If that big motherfucker jumps out at me, dead, dead.
You'll be all right.
That's why your great grandma was afraid of frogs.
Yeah.
True.
I understand her now. I used to make
She
fun of
is.
her, but now I'm just like, I can't. But it makes sense. Like hiking, I enjoy it, but I can't do it. The instant like fear of hearing the bushes, like like the crunching of it. I'm like, oh my gosh, something's in there. I don't care if it's a lizard. I don't care if it's harmless. I'm scared.
What about snakes?
Even worse. That's worser. I don't care if that's not a word.
Worse. Nah, see, I know how you feel.
That's my random thing, guys. A new fear. I have a new fear, man.
Wow.
New fear unlocked.
Thanks for that information.
Level
Ashley.
six.
So if
Really
anyone
much
wants to
needed.
scare Ash, just bring her a
Riveting.
lizard.
Riveting stuff,
No,
guys.
last event we'll talk about it. We just did Tavern of Terrors in Anaheim. Great show, by the way. I'm talking to this girl. "Ah, how are you? And I look at her. She's holding a snake.
Oh yeah,
And I was just like, ooh, what the fuck? You know?
I seen that.
Hell
I didn't
no.
see that.
Hell no.
I
You're
did
like,
see that. Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have fears, bro.
Sure. You can't
He's-
even sleep with the dark.
He's literally scared of the dark.
No,
y'all.
I'm not
That's-
scared of the
that's-
dark. First of all, rephrase yourself.
He's scared of the dark. I
Okay,
don't
you're
care
scared of
what way
if
wanna
you
put
fall
it.
asleep with the lights off and you open your eyes, you're not gonna be able to see if someone's right here looking at you. That's irrational.
Okay, well that one you scared the crap out of him in the dark. That's so.
Nah, bro. No. Because
He's
we
scared
could
of
turn
what
the lights
hides
off
in
right
the
now.
dark.
I'll be good.
Okay, that's because we're all in here.
No, you're stupid,
You're trying to
bro.
No, dude, what the heck?
It's because I'm closer to your chair than his chair.
Anyway, yeah. Moving along here. Shit.
Sorry we didn't drop a pod last week. Let's address that.
Oh yeah.
We lost track of time.
What were we doing?
Father's Day.
You know what? We were busy Saturday. We were busy. What the hell?
Sunday.
Oh, Friday we had an event. Saturday we did something. Like you did something. And Sunday was Father's Day.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Which is irrelevant because we normally film on Wednesdays.
I know Wednesday. What did we do that day?
Don't remember.
I don't know. Something comes up.
Someone
guys.
was somewhere. I
It
can't
was
remember.
a dramatic pause in the podcast.
Yes.
We needed a week to.
We just want to keep you
Marinade.
guys on your toes.
Eh.
Hmm?
Did you guys even miss us? You didn't, huh? Ungrateful. I'm just kidding.
Happy belated Father's Day to those out there, by the way.
To all your daddies out there,
Mm-hmm.
keep
Yeah.
on daddying.
Come back with the milk.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
Anywho.
Hey, just saying. Perfect.
Didn't even know you had crickets on there.
Anyway, Wicked Fest coming up tomorrow is Wicked Fest.
Yeah,
guys.
no
No.
shit, bro.
August
it feels like.
23rd,
August 23rd.
2025.
You know what? Might as well. At this point, Happy New Year's. You know, Merry Christmas, Happy Thanksgiving.
This year is smashing
Zipping
ass,
by.
bro. It's
Yeah.
going by
It's
fast.
terrible. It's disgusting.
It's insane,
really.
dude.
Now that
and-
we're older, it goes by too quick.
It's fast, dude. It's fast. It's ugly. It's like all of it, dude.
Yeah, this
because
year is
it's
ugly.
like, fuck, dude. I don't know. I've been in my head too much. I didn't get to my fear, but like
Sorry, y'all. That's Ryder downstairs reading a
my fear is that life is moving too fast.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and next thing you blink of an eye, and it's like it's over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I've been thinking about a lot of I don't know why of shit like that lately. You know, and then especially with everything going on in the world today, it's like, Jesus, do we even have time to be doing shit like this? You know, now with the whole, not to get political, but like the whole war talk is going on now. And it's just like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, dude. It's just some crazy shit going on right now in life.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
fear for me right now. You know what I mean? Like, okay.
Yeah. Life in general is just
The fact that
scary
it's
right now.
smashing ass by you, the fact that all these crazy events are happening currently, it's like, to me, really, anything can happen now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Before, it used to be like, no, that's not going to happen. That's not possible, dude. You know?
I mean,
Now, my dad used to say that all the time. And I tell him all the time, jokingly, hey, man, you got to be ready for anything. And it's literally now, it's like, bro, you better be ready for anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I think to me, like you said, you touched on it with what's going on in the world and the situation. I never thought I would see the day where countries are firing ballistic missiles at each other,
Yeah,
and hypersonic missiles and things
Yeah,
like that. It's
yeah.
crazy.
No, I never thought, you know what? Wasn't around for the era of, I feel like we're backtracking a little bit too, you know what I mean? As far as
Big time.
the whole, what's going on right now with, you know, the immigration stuff. It's like, we're reverting, you know what I mean? Instead of moving forward,
We're going in reverse.
we're going in reverse. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? It's like, I know they say history repeats itself, and literally, I feel like we're going through that, you know, and it's
Yeah.
just a
Terrible.
terrible experience to even,
Terrible time.
you know, like COVID.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be around to be like, yeah, I made it through COVID, but we did.
Yeah.
You know, and when this shit is over, we're gonna get to say, you know what, we got to go through that horrific event in history where it was just like we were going backwards for the last, I don't know, 3.5 more years. You know what I mean? So it's like it's fucking mind blowing. And then on top of that, so life is still moving.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
still
In
gotta pay your rent,
in
you know?
3 years, you know, I'm 35. This guy's 30, whatever, or
Yeah,
50
36,
something.
36, yeah.
You know, so it's just like, and then so all that time's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what scares me is the fact that life is moving so fast
Yeah.
and so much negativity is surrounding it right now. It's like, well, damn, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I get that.
You know, so
Well, now I feel silly for talking about lizards.
no. I mean, there's the basics.
It's
There's
legit.
the
Right.
basics.
Thanks,
It's
legit
legit
fair.
fair.
thanks for that.
Yeah, yeah.
There's the but
No,
but
yeah.
I'm saying I've literally I go to work when I think about like life lately. I don't know if it's a sign that I'm gonna die soon
Oh well,
or
fuck.
what.
I hope
think
not.
But
you
I'm
should
just like,
fly.
God, dude. Like I think about like I gotta spend more time with my kids.
Yeah, that
You know,
that was
I gotta, you know.
We have the same brain because sometimes I'm like, why am I thinking of that? Hold on.
No, and then
Is it
because of my
God telling me to
medical
think of this?
issues, and it's funny because I don't really thank God. Okay, I've done my blood work, guys. I got my checkup and all this stuff, but because of my gallbladder issue and all that stuff, I'm just like, oh, man, dude, am I okay? You know what I mean? And then you start thinking, well, shit, if I'm not, like, I really want to make sure that I'm spending enough time with my kids, and did I do that? Like, I start to think crazy, bro. And then life takes over.
Yeah.
Shit, it's going too fast. Oh shit, there's so much hate in the world right now. You're like, fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh wait, go to work. It's too much, dude.
We need
It's
therapy,
too much.
that's what
But
it sounds
anyway,
like.
I don't want to make this a damper. You know what
I
I mean?
think it's just like a genuine fear right now. You
Yeah.
know? Just,
And I think that's why this podcast works so well, because it's kind of like a venting
yeah,
platform almost. And we never mean, guys,
to offend anyone.
to offend anybody, to upset anybody. It's never an intention of ours ever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just we really enjoy bullshitting up here and being able to vent. And I'm sure a lot of you guys at home or listening feel the same way about life right now and how insane it is and how fast it's going by. You know what I mean? It's nuts, dude. And honestly, this kind of keeps us going. With so much negativity in the world, you got to find something that keeps you going.
Yeah.
So... Yeah, but anyways, Wicked Fest 2024.
25.
25.
Yeah. You're still stuck in the past.
Coming up quick, man. Like we said earlier, that shit's coming so quick, dude.
August
It's
23rd.
insane.
Yeah. Nuts.
Exciting, though.
Funny,
Another year. You know what I mean? Always a privilege to be back in the city of Ukaipa. You know what I mean? They've been good to us, so.
Yeah.
Vendors,
We like it there.
shops, food,
Yep.
drinks, entertainment. The
Yep.
whole nine.
Yep.
Am I missing anything?
That's it.
Photo ops?
This is
Yeah.
just a place to come and have a good time, guys.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's come and have
Where
a
the
good
community
time.
can be the community. You
Come
gotta
support.
talk about all
Get
those fears.
together and
Support each other
yeah,
and
support each
shop
other.
small during times like this, And we're gonna go right into the event that we just had, that we were at, which was
Tavern of Terrors and what?
my first one.
Friday the 13th.
The Friday the
My
13th
first one.
Yes.
If you saw
Anthony's
Anthony
first
there, you
one.
saw a unicorn.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, it was. If I had one word to describe this event,
Well, I didn't even see Anthony the whole night. so-
crazy. It was insane, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The amount of people was insane, man. Great job as always to Ashley and Jeremy. They run October Village events, owners of Glad Racket. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude. It was fucking
You
nuts.
thought we were joking.
No, but
He
it
just
was
didn't
it was
yeah.
nuts.
You just have to be there. You just have to be there to understand.
You just have to tiptoe around the
Well,
pool
my
once.
mom and dad actually stopped by too.
Yeah, towards the end.
Towards the end, yeah. And it was still busy.
The beer was
Yeah.
good, by the way. I did have a beer.
Yep.
Amazing. I wish I could have had a couple more, but I was driving. I just worked that day.
You were gonna fall asleep.
I would have
too.
fallen asleep 100%. You know what I mean? But no, great show as always, dude. I'm always, anytime they throw something, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know what? It's like shout out to the community though, man, for coming through, for shopping, for supporting small again. It's just very, to me, important.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That we're keeping, the vendors alive during, to be able to keep vending.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it honestly, it's kind of felt like in a slower show year. You know what I mean? With shows.
Yeah.
So it's like, man,
There's
it's
less
good.
of them.
Very appreciative that there is shows like this that are going on throughout the year that can keep you going, right?
Yeah.
So
They also did run a fundraiser too.
yeah, they
and-
did,
and
which
a-
did well.
Really well. Yeah. They
did
I
well.
can't remember how much was donated. Or 5,000?
Was donated? I think it was like
Couple thousand.
a couple thousand, yeah.
A couple
I don't
thousand
know the
was
exact number.
donated.
Yeah.
It was a great turnout. Great turnout. I know.
A bunch of different vendors were doing things like
Yeah,
that.
so they had October Village ran a fundraiser, so they were doing like you donate and you would get. They had a big table full of a bunch of vendors donated a bunch of stuff, including us, and you can pick off whatever you wanted, it was some donated big items, small, from stickers to I know we donated some wood items,
Yeah.
some keychains, stickers, a bunch of random stuff. So it was good turnout, and then I know some vendors had their own fundraisers going on.
Yeah.
Like, Save the Pandas. He had like some merch going on. Like he had tote bags and prints and stickers and shirts, and he's still running fundraisers.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. I know some vendors are doing like if you donated, you get like 25% off their booth.
Right.
So it was a great turnout.
It was just one of those
Yeah.
things again where you see the community,
Really got
supporting the
together.
community, coming together, and fighting for one goal. I guess you know what I mean,
Yeah.
and trying to help as much as possible. Whether you're donating, whether you're purchasing, whether you're the one donating the funds to the initial group.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's all that. All that's important, dude. All that plays a role.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whether you're loud about it or you're quiet about it, it's just so important that everybody's helping out everybody, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was really, really a cool thing that I think I got to see that day was that there was a lot of different people, again, donating or purchasing for the donation. So really, it makes you feel like humanity isn't lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like,
Yeah.
all right, there is decent
Definitely.
people in this world.
Yeah.
And fortunately, there was a lot of great people at that event.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I haven't been to one in a minute, and I could say like a lot of the vendors have a lot of new items that I haven't seen in a while. But I don't go to a lot of events, so maybe
Yeah,
I'm
he
behind
doesn't.
times. But I walked around, and your mom did some shopping, and there was a lot of new stuff. So the vendors have stepped up,
Yeah.
to bring new products.
right.
Yeah, just the whole like the vibe of just like being around our vendor friends or vendor family, as Anthony says. Like, even a lot of them were coming around and we're just like hugging each other, like because this time is weird. It's like scary and it's just something that like we all needed like to see like
Right.
we're here for you no matter what.
Validation.
Yeah, and
Like, we got each other.
Yeah, exactly, and it was just like some sort of comfort. That,
Right.
like,
I think too there's not to cut you off,
No,
but
you
there's everyone's going through things behind closed doors,
yes.
and sometimes they don't want to be vocal about certain things,
Yeah.
So I think community is a very important, and having these events is very important for these people too,
Yeah.
So October Village having, coming up, pay attention to October Village's page, guys, because they have events coming up back to back to back through the month, through fucking August, I want to say.
Through
Pretty much.
All the way through October.
Yeah.
So, but community is very important right now. So just check in on, your friends and family, make sure everyone's okay, because it's just a very heavy time and you just never know what people are going through. Even
Yeah.
if you think you know them, you just
Yeah.
really don't,
But yeah, like Ash just said, though, continue to follow the October Village page because there is a lot of bangers coming up, guys.
Yes,
Yeah.
they do it. They
Lots of
have
bangers.
started promoting 2 more events.
Yes.
Well, they have started promoting July 1st. They're gonna have an event. We won't be there. It's okay. I'm just kidding. July 1st, they'll be back at the Tavern of Terrors with amazing vendors, and then July 19th, which we will be there. Wicked Boutique will be there. And then again throughout July, they'll be at Tavern of Terror again. I think the 19th though is in one apart.
Yes.
That's a different event.
Different location.
Different location. But yeah, so a lot of events coming up for October Village. Other than that, though, no other events.
Yeah, no,
other
yeah.
than Midsummer
Like I
Scream
said, there's
for
not a
us.
lot of pop-ups going on anymore. You know
It's
what I
just,
mean?
October Village and then bam.
I know another Disney market postponed their pop-ups.
They did, yes.
Oh, really?
for a little while.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Nice.
And some people react that way, to what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
But like you said, I think it's good to see the community back together and supporting one another, and
Yeah.
not just laying down and saying we're going to take whatever's dished out.
Right.
Everybody coming together makes a big difference.
yeah, it does. It really does.
Yeah. Thanks for having us, though, guys. It was
It was a good
It was
time.
amazing.
Crazy
It was
time.
amazing.
crazy.
We
time.
felt the love. It was just like, in the beginning, I was just like, is it going to be like stupid packed? And it was stupid packed. Like more than usual, I guess.
Well,
I
it
felt
was
like
Friday the 13th.
Yeah, and I forgot it was Friday, because I'm so used to being there on
Tuesdays?
Tuesdays. I'm just like, oh crap, it's Friday. Like,
Yeah, it was insane, dude.
And it went to midnight, so it was longer.
yeah,
A lot of people to watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There are other events coming up. Actually, not before this pod drops, so that's not relevant. Never mind.
okay. Never mind.
Oh Lord.
Lordy, lordy, lord.
Let's talk about HHN, dude. They dropped another maze, which is pretty important, I think, for the way the year's starting to look. because they dropped that Jason universe is gonna be a
Mm-hmm.
maze now. So that I think he's trying to come out with the big hitters now. I feel like he tried to get the Freddy one out, the Five Nights at Freddy, and that video game one out the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's all the corporate shit.
yeah,
You know what I
he's
mean?
trying to get corporate out the way.
Yeah.
I mean, Jason's not corporate.
Jason's hard corporate. I mean, Jason's kind of like the rights to get
No,
that.
but okay, so like Five Nights at Freddy, if it's I don't know if it's on Netflix or whoever the hell made it, but that's
Paramount,
through both
no?
parks, you know what I'm saying? That's mandatory. Both parks have to do it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then they did that
Fallout
Amazon special,
or
Fallout or some
Fallout?
shit like that. Both parks are required and mandatory to do it.
Yeah.
Now, Jason Universe, that's a Universal Hollywood does
only.
it. You know what I mean? So
Oh, they're not doing it in Orlando?
I don't think so. No.
Ooh,
So-
suckers. I'm just kidding.
But I'm excited
JK.
for that one because I read somewhere that this will be like the first time where it's just a Jason maze.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and based off of the name
Jason Universe.
Jason Universe, it's going to be throughout, you know, one through all of them.
Prepare for that spaceship.
Yeah, no, I don't think so, but
Hopefully
they
not.
should be
but-
pretty
Whoa,
neat.
Jason.
You know, and I mean, the movies to me, I didn't dislike them. They just don't hit like a Michael Myers, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Or Halloween movies.
Right.
I don't
but-
know. When I was a
But
kid,
in the
watching
maze,
that.
bro, in the maze, Jasons have always scared me. I don't know if it's because of the size of them.
For
that
sure.
one.
You know what I mean? Because they
That
just
one.
come out of rooms you're like, holy
That's
shit.
yeah, and you're like, that's
It's
a
kinda
big
like-
dude.
It's kind of like the Leatherface maze, the size of the characters,
Yeah.
gigantic. You know, you're like, God
One
damn.
scene that's always stuck to me is they did the scene where Jason smashes the guy in half in the bed.
Yeah.
I remember they did it at Horror Nights one year, and that scene scared me. You know what I mean? I was
It
just like,
was,
what the hell?
When it was Freddy versus Jason, right?
Yeah,
I don't remember if it
was-
was that one or not.
it was.
Okay, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. The best movie with Jason's Freddy versus Jason. And that's not what I said.
That was literally the last time that Robert England played him, too.
And that movie is
It's like
just iconic.
2007.
That's probably that's probably my favorite movie. If I
Yeah.
had to pick,
You
like
did
my
say that a
favorite
lot.
slasher film would for sure be Freddy versus Jason.
You know why I like that movie?
It's funny.
Because for a minute they almost made Jason seem like a good guy, and then they realized he's not a good guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was just like, psych.
That movie is just so good.
It's a good watch.
When you
for
think
sure.
about it, like they really said, we're gonna tranquilize Jason, put him in a deep sleep, but they're like, fuck, now he's getting his ass whooped because he's sleeping. They're like, damn, we messed up. And then no, because
Then the van crashes.
crashes, and then what's her name? Kelly Rowland was in it.
Yeah.
And then damn, she died. That shit was sad.
They gotta do her like that, man. Come on.
And then her,
man.
because her little boyfriend died too.
Yeah.
So I was
Yeah.
like, dang, that's a good movie though.
Yeah, he bled out, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah. he
that's a
did.
great movie. You guys
And they
should watch
all
it.
died like back to back to back.
But see, the
Except
film's
for
so
Timo.
good because the way it opens up too is when like the eyes of Freddy.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good open up. We used to post that a lot when we had a store.
Yeah, we did because Ashley always played that goddamn movie. But no, I understand that. That movie's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for it though. I'm excited. Horror Nights, I think is gonna be a good year.
merch looks good.
Murdy is coming with vengeance because I think he's tired of the shit talking.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, because everybody's like, oh, it's boring since COVID.
Yeah. He's
You
like,
know,
oh, it's not scary.
A lot of the things people say, like the black walls, right, in mazes.
Yeah.
And the properties. The
Yeah.
properties just ain't been as good.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is the year. This is the year where we're going to get like, so we've got 3 announced. We got, another 5 to go. And I really think it's going to be like some good shit.
When
Think
they're
so?
gonna bring,
I think
bring
so.
back the sliders.
It's gonna be Saw.
They're not. They're not.
Saw.
You think? What do you think? Like
Like Jigsaw the
Speculation? I don't even know, to be honest. The Crow. I think The Crow will be back.
Why?
movie? I have never seen that movie.
It's not a movie. It was an original that they wrote.
Oh,
Horror Nights.
my bad.
Well,
my
The
bad.
Crow is a movie.
The
I was
movie
gonna say,
The
The Crow
Crow.
is a
That's
movie.
what I thought
Yeah.
you were talking about.
So I think that one will be back. I really, what's crazy is I really hope that they do like another rendition of La Llorona. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
I really like that shit, dude. I don't know. I really liked it.
I don't think they'll do her again. I think they did her enough.
they only did it twice. So,
They did Stranger Things.
I like
enough.
that one.
duh.
Oh, please don't do Stranger
If
Things.
they
Why
announce a
not?
Stranger Things maze,
There's
dude,
a new
I
season
swear,
coming out.
I swear,
Yeah, but it doesn't
I'm
come out
still
till
be there.
after Halloween.
It's during Halloween.
After.
Or like a
What a good way to
Wednesday
promote
maze.
it.
supposedly there's speculation of a WWE maze.
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah, I
Jesus.
heard that. I don't
Yeah.
want that there.
And if
but
that happens, I really, for real, might not even go to Horror Nights, fool. Because I'm
He's
a
lying.
WWE
fan.
watcher. And yeah, if that happens, bro, I'm like, fuck, dude.
What,
I don't
They're
know.
gonna be
There's been some
like-
characters in the past that were scary. The Boogeyman, the
Fuck.
Undertaker,
If they
Kane.
go that route, but them
They
doubt
better
they
not.
would.
That's all
that
I'm
would be the
saying.
only route you can go to
yeah,
make it
he's
scary.
They better not, you know.
That's
But
crazy.
I'm thinking The Last of Us.
No.
You know what I mean?
That would be sick.
What?
That would be amazing.
What?
Eh,
You're a hater.
Season 2's whack.
She's a hater. She just doesn't like.
The
I'm not
10
even gonna
minutes of the
say
one
that.
I watched. was
Honestly,
fine.
Happy Pride,
I
yo.
honestly don't
What the
think.
heck? No, don't be putting stuff in my mouth,
Just
homegirl.
kidding.
I honestly, in my opinion, don't think we'll get another.
You don't think the clickers are scary?
I mean,
You're gonna get The Conjuring.
but that's
No,
Dude,
we're not
they
gonna get
had a
another
Last of Us
classic
maze
house.
last year, and you were scared in it, and so was Anthony.
I guess.
Yeah, we won't get another classic movie.
Not
You're
last
gonna
year,
get
the year before.
You're gonna get The Conjuring. It's coming out too.
Nah,
Yep.
The Conjuring has never been in Horror Nights.
Oh, it's
they
coming.
don't own it.
That's a
Oh,
Warner
Insidious
Brothers.
then.
Warner Brothers.
Insidious.
Insidious.
They did
They would-
Insidious, but I don't
If-
think they would.
They
do it
will
again.
never do The Nun or The Conjuring because that's Warner Brothers.
And they could do Insidious every year, and it would be scary.
Yeah.
Pretty much,
Yeah.
dude.
They could technically do like The Red Door, the newer film that just came out.
Yeah,
But I doubt they would.
Why?
I think
I haven't even looked at speculations, honestly.
Me either.
me neither. But I mean, it's looking good. The facades are looking good. The mazes are looking good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh wait, Poltergeist is gonna be one.
No.
I thought someone was like, oh, what's his name? Anyways, you know what I'm talking about. The guy that you're always talking about. He posted something and it looks just like the Poltergeist house.
Oh, maybe.
Like the original?
Yeah, the original.
Interesting.
Maybe
wouldn't be
I don't
mad.
know. I don't know. You know.
Didn't they do a Poltergeist maze before?
Mm-hmm.
With
Did
the
they?
new movie?
I feel like they have.
I don't
And they
remember.
had the clown on the chair.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to say yeah.
I'm just hoping for a good backlot year.
Oh, I was gonna say
man.
that.
Let's hope
I
for a
was
good
gonna
one.
say that.
You hope for that every year, dude.
I do.
The Terror Tram, dude.
War,
you
War
know.
of the Worlds. Let's utilize that a little bit better. You know what I
Yeah,
That's still
it
there?
used to.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah, it
I don't
used
remember
to be so.
the
good.
last time they had a good backlot year was probably I don't know.
And-
Back
and
to the Future.
And I don't know if I was a fan of the VIP experience for the backlot.
No?
All we did was
Nah.
take pictures at the end. What do you
the
mean?
photo ops, and then where they try to scare you in each one. It's just like,
Yeah, it's cool.
hey, fool, let's take the picture, dog.
At least we
Come
got
on.
a picture.
You know.
we
Damn,
posted
not
that on
everybody's
Wicked.
hard.
You know,
This
I
was
liked
just
it.
hard.
You know what was lame? Not everyone wanted a picture. I was like, oh, y'all lame. Y'all lame. Get in the picture.
Who do you want a picture?
The other two people that were in our group.
Oh,
You know, because
yeah.
we were friends with the older people, and then the other two young people. I'm just like, why? You guys
Oh,
even-
the
why
older
did you-
people.
Why did you guys get RIP if you're gonna act like that?
I
was
met a
like, hey,
couple-
Get in then.
I met a couple at the restaurant or the buffet that they take us to, and she's fucking about it, right? She's like, I do
Yeah,
it every year.
yeah.
And the husband's like, yeah, I just come along because you know what I mean. She's making me,
Yeah.
but she's like, have you ever done this? I said, no, it's her first time. And she's like, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. It's the best.
And she
you know?
ended up being in our group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really cool though. I just hope that's me in the future, you know? Because there's times where I'm just like, am I over Halloween? You know, you start
Never.
to question yourself, like, am I over this shit?
Yeah.
You know, and then it starts to come around and you get the ticklies and you're like, nah.
Dude, I started sending
no,
Ashley
hell
videos.
nah, stupid ass.
And it was
Stupid.
this Bride of Frankenstein statue, and it was a tall one from like Marshalls, and I sent to Ash. I was like, I'm pretty sure she didn't watch the video.
I did, and I said it's not from Marshalls.
Whatever, wherever it was from, and I was like, that's sick. Like,
I already told Jaleesa, bro, when what's that soap store called?
Bath and Body Works.
Bath and Body drops the
Halloween.
Halloween scent, because now we buy just a big ass bottle because we bought the glass thing. I said, you better just stock up. I want that shit till like next June.
yeah, but what's
the
your
blood
scent?
one?
No, his is the pumpkin.
the pumpkin one.
That one's nasty.
Bro,
I like the vampire
The other
blood.
day, a couple weeks back, my mom lit a pumpkin candle downstairs.
Yeah.
And I walked in, I was like, you can't do that, bro. Like, it's the wrong.
"Ooh."
Yeah, for real, dude. I was just like, nah, you can't do that, man.
Geeked
Oh
out.
my
I,
god,
dude, I'm ready.
He said, should we take out the skeleton?
I'm ready for the 4th of July to be over.
Right.
It's already here, pretty much.
You know, it's like
3 weeks,
I actually saw the
Oh,
first
that's not that
firework
close.
booth
Never
today.
mind.
2.5,
So,
something.
well, they're already popping off every night.
oh man, I'm ready. I'm so ready, dude. I'm ready for pumpkin spice. I'm ready for Nightmare Before Christmas on the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah. Are
Like, dude,
they
I'm
even doing
ready.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I'm super ready for that.
Are you guys ready for next week?
What's next week?
Oogie Boogie Bash
Oh,
tickets,
that's
baby.
right, dude.
Yeah.
$600 coming out of my ass.
Shh, good thing I only got to pay for 2.
I got a firm.
No.
They don't.
No.
Oh fuck, guys, I'm fucked. I don't think
That's
I'm
all right,
going.
I'll stay with you.
Híjole.
I'll stay with you, dude.
Just take Ryder.
All right.
Yeah, Oogie Boogie Bash is coming in. What's something different you'd like to see there?
I'm actually going to go on the rides this time, guys.
Some
you know
more
what?
effort.
Instead of carrying around a backpack full of candy, I'm just going to go on the rides. Like,
I don't know.
I got
You
no
know,
kids.
Then what?
what I would like to see at the Oogie Boogie Bash would be like Oogie Boogie
We did see him last
in
year.
one fucking room.
I would like to see Oogie Boogie in the parade. Why is he not in there?
That's
Oogie
true.
Boogie
This
there.
is his party.
That's
Where
true.
you at, dog?
You know?
I don't know.
The photo ops are eh.
Yeah. Other
Yeah.
than the photo ops, I think they're missing more pizzazz. You know,
Uh-huh.
like mini setups here and
Yeah,
there.
yeah. More
Shit.
Halloweeny.
I don't know. I'm thinking back. It's pretty damn
It's
turned
pretty
over,
like
dude.
turned over. I think
Like the whole main Buena Vista Street area is all lit up and
yeah,
bats and I
I
mean
think I'm talking more of like the
Photo
Here.
ops.
the pier.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's not really spooked out. You know, it doesn't really.
I mean, that's kind of hard.
You know what I'm saying?
shit, you're picky.
She's a little picky.
Yeah.
But then don't
other
ask
than
me.
that, like I like that we always get like the seasonal food and the drinks because you're not coming back.
Man,
The
I'm
carrots.
It's just the
She loves
vibes.
the
I'm
carrots.
just there for the vibes.
Yeah,
you know?
pretty
Let me
much.
just.
I'm there for.
I
love the fact that there's not that many people there. I love it that if you go down a certain whatever, you feel like you're alone. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that. You're just like, dang.
It's
Yeah.
like I have a really, really big love-hate relationship for that park though, Disneyland in general. You know, the Disney theme parks.
Oh, uh-huh.
It just I'm on one day I'm like I really like it. There's some days I'm like I really fucking hate it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When it's shoulder to
think-
shoulder on a 100
You
degree
know what?
day.
If it's like if I'm there with like it's gonna be so sentimental, guys. With like Ryder and Emma and Ethan, and you just look at their faces, and I'm like, I don't have a kid, but they're like, and I'm here recording them. I'm recording Ashley, and Ashley's over here crying. Like,
Oh my god, I gotta say that.
No,
One
but
time.
But the thing that ruins it for
No, it's
me,
not.
okay, is like you, and it's true. You do get that sense of the, oh my god, this is cool, you know.
And then
But
you get a wand in your
no,
face.
Then you get a cast member, right? And it pissed me off
Yeah.
because I went on Saturday real quick. I went to get my dad's Father's Day present. Took the kids to the museum and like, Dad, we're already right here. You know what I mean? And I told Julie, I said, it's Saturday. Check to see if they have any reservations.
big mistake right there, huh? They did.
They had reservation.
They had reservations.
Well, you should have just lied.
Oh well, you have the foo pass.
I said, all right, well,
Uh-huh.
fuck it. I'm just going to go get my dad's Father's Day gift. So we went. Pissed me off because we're on the Haunted Mansion. Lady on a wheelchair.
Yeah.
She stays to the right of the Haunted Mansion line once we get to the bottom of the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
Some cast member comes out. She's like, that's why I told you to stay to the left. Like that.
To you?
No.
To her?
To her.
Oh,
And I looked at her and I was like, is this bitch for like that? I was like, is this bitch for real?
She told her like
She
that
told her
with
like
an
that. I
attitude.
said, that's why I told you to stay to the left. Like that. And then instead of pulling them out of line, right,
Mm-hmm.
and taking that little alleyway up to the front, nope. They let her ass stay in the general population area with a wheelchair, electric wheelchair, can't see shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they came up to her, just so you know, you and one other person can ride. And it's just like, dude, why are you guys such fucking assholes, bro? You know, and I think that's what's wrong with Disney, dude. They have no sense of
they have no sense of the cost of getting into that mother.
give a shit. You know what I'm saying? Like their customer service is horrible, dude. I tried actively to make a complaint at the end of the night.
You
Couldn't
can't
find anybody.
You can't.
Couldn't find anybody,
Got to
dude.
go to customer service.
And at that time, I was trying to get up out of there, so we were being herded like cows out
Yeah.
the front gate. You know what I mean? And it's like, fuck, they're
You're-
lucky,
You
dude.
literally can't.
Because I
Right-hand
was
side
like,
only.
seriously, I was already like, okay, I know this bitch and I know this bitch. Like, if I find I can name them.
Yeah.
This person from Haunted Mansion elevator, this person from the elevator to the queue.
Should've
You
got
know what I
the
mean?
name
Go
tags.
fuck them up. You know, because you don't talk to somebody like that, dude.
Yeah, that
Like,
was rude.
bro, it's just insane, dude. Have some personality.
You're better than me because I would be like, "What you say?"
Dude, I was throwing a pretty big fit. You know what I mean? Like even the guys around me were looking at me like, hey man,
they're like,
fuck
"Damn,
them,
he's
dude.
mad."
Fuck them, man.
Oh, where's your Disney magic?
Mm.
I know this is the Haunted Mansion, but damn.
Yeah, but that's the kind of shit I hate.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
When one employee ruins
But then
it.
it's like you watch Phantasmic and you're like, fuck.
Mickey Mouse.
I love that show.
No,
bro.
I just seen a TikTok. Actually, Katie sent it to me, and she was like, "This was Anthony when he was younger, and it's this teenager, right? And he's doing the full Phantasmic like
I know
Mickey Mouse."
exactly.
And I said, that was literally him.
I couldn't
Except he
watch
was in
the
the
video,
backyard
bro.
with the ladder, y'all,
No,
up on the top, bro.
hell no. Don't even start with that bullshit.
Tell him, Ash. Tell him.
No.
That and Grease.
I know
was saying,
exactly what you're
before that,
talking
he
about.
You know
though.
what video I'm talking
dramatic.
about? Yeah.
That is
He
the
knows
Grease
it,
Lightning
though.
one.
Step by step.
Step by step, that dude
And-
was getting it.
and yeah.
You know what used to piss me off? Because this guy would always stay and watch Phantasmic. Me and her mom would wander off right or something.
Yeah.
Come back. and
Right,
he's like,
right. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, we
but
would.
anyway.
We go to Haunted Mansion. We'd come back and he's like, "Yeah, I was off today. There was like this one thing
Well,
that
that's
happened.
when-
Like
You
this
missed it. You
motherfucker knew
missed
the
it.
whole fucking show. Like,
That's
you know,
I don't know
like, who
if back
cares?
then cues were different. You know, we're talking probably 10, 15 years ago. Right?
Yep.
The cues must have been different. You know, what wasn't automated like today or something, dude. But there'll be times where the boat, like the pirate ship, will be a quarter of the way in already, and then the lights would hit. The shit's already in the dark right here. If we're like,
I
hey
can see it
guys.
already, guys.
Yeah, you missed your cue. You know, now it's like I don't know if it's like automatic.
Probably.
It's like, oh, bang, 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 cool.
Better
No, back
technology.
then it was like, fuck, hey, turn it on. Like, come on, you know? That's when it was like weird.
Yeah.
Or it'll black out and it's still like 3/4 of the way in. You're like,
Yeah.
I will not watch Phantasmic until the dragon comes back.
I mean,
They
It's the
won't.
only good part of the Phantasmic.
I don't think they will bring it back.
it's supposed to make a comeback. You know, they supposedly,
sick.
the current show is a temporary solution, but it's supposed to make a comeback. They're
Except
not
it-
just going to leave a deep ass hole down there for no reason,
Why not? It's Disney.
you know?
I don't know.
And
They
if
got deep, empty buildings that they don't do nothing with.
Well, if you notice too, in the new show, right?
Haven't seen it.
Mickey Mouse was used to be a beam of light that came out of the stage before when it would like
Uh-huh.
the main thing would hit, and then Mickey Mouse would shoot out from the bottom of the ground.
Right.
They don't do that anymore,
Something like that.
Really?
right? That's where the dragon used to be.
Okay.
You know, so I don't know if it's under construction.
So what do they do?
They just come out the back.
Oh, that's not fun.
They walk out the back, yeah, and they're already on top
Yeah.
of the stairs.
It was like
Boring.
2.1 seconds in, right?
Oh no! But that's
Fucking
different. You
Yeah.
know, there's no more like the whole sensation of poof, there he is. You know, the only time you get that now is at the very end of the show
Yeah.
when he's at the top of the house. You know, but yeah, I
Anyway.
think honestly they are working on that actively because
Great.
during the day you're not even allowed in that area anymore either.
Yeah.
You can still get to the island, but you can't get to the front of the stage.
You know what I want to know?
Huh.
What would it cost? You know, because we always talk about like cost of Disney. We have passes, so we kind of overlook the cost of getting in. What would it cost to sit in all those VIP like sections that they have for everything, like Phantasmic, the Parade, World of Color?
I don't think it's that expensive.
What is it? I don't
40,
know.
50 bucks
a person?
a person.
You got 4 people, dude. That's 200.
Well, I wouldn't do it with my kids.
Each thing.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
know what? I haven't seen World of Color since that show came out.
Same.
Been a long
Because
time.
I'm not a
for
fan
me.
of it.
Yeah, I haven't
There's no
seen
live
it.
actors. You know
I
what
haven't
I mean?
seen it in so long, but I guess there's a thing where you can scan throughout the day which emotion you want to see featured in that show. That
Oh,
night.
really?
Now just like I'm not
I'm-
even.
I'm-
I'm
Is,
not even here at
That's
this park
cool.
late enough to know that.
I
Is,
know.
is brokenness an emotion?
Shit, no shit.
It was
I'm
every
just
night.
hoping they bring back Aladdin, bro, to the Hyperion
Dude,
Theater.
that
you know
would
what
be.
I
I
mean?
loved that show.
Dude.
That was my whole reason for going to Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
that-
what, Disney? Last time I went, I was freaking mad because none of your business, but I paid my pass a day late. All right. So, anyways, I still got paid, right?
Yep.
24 hours passed and it still was gray barred.
Yeah.
So I had to go to the kiosk and be like, hey, like, why is my pass still not like good to go? And they're like, oh, you just got to go up there and then a cast member has to bypass you. That's embarrassing, dude.
Great.
Yeah.
I have
So
to
every
wait.
time I go that day, I had to wait, get pulled to the side. A manager had to go over, manually type in my name, and then I was able to go in. So everyone there knew I was broke.
Everybody's like, ew.
Yeah.
Ew, you
Everyone
didn't
there-
pay
Hey,
your
you
pass.
probably shouldn't have a season pass.
I was just like, that's dirty. So I waited in that 20-minute line just to be told, like, yeah, I just gotta wait.
I'd be like, yeah, new billing, guys, my bad.
I changed my address. It just didn't go through.
Not because I don't have $200 in the bank.
Right. Silly.
Nah, but yeah, Disney anyways. Moving along.
Good shit.
Moving along.
Anyways, can't
I
wait
have
for
a
Halloween.
positive Disney story.
Do
Yeah.
you?
Yeah. So the other, I told you, like, I think even called you. I was so excited.
Oh,
Your mom
yeah.
and I went to Disney on our own, and we rode the trifecta, which they're never all open.
Yeah.
And we rode Cars, Indiana Jones, and Star Wars: Rise of the Resistance, and made it through all of them.
Without
First time ever.
Great.
How long did you wait
Ever.
for those rides?
30 minutes each,
That's crazy.
because they just reopened. They were all broken down.
Wow.
Did you sneeze?
It's like seeing
Yes.
Going back to
Unicorn.
parks, Universal Studios is testing their Fast and the Furious ride roller coaster.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's something
That's
new.
pretty cool. That's
Looks
something
like
I won't
Dom's
ever
car.
get on, but that's pretty cool.
Why?
Dude, I'm such a weenie when it comes to roller coasters. Like, it's bad now. Like, I don't even want to ride in Credit Coaster, bro. Like, you will not
It's a
catch me on
coaster?
there.
Yeah.
Oh, it goes upside down.
You're
shit?
racing,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh,
Yes,
ooh, I
the
don't know.
cars are turning because you're drifting.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
I'm gonna throw up.
Dope.
You have to do it at least once, bro.
You don't have to.
I don't have to.
Yes, you do.
Don't feel the peer pressure.
The only time you'll catch me on a ride is if we're in Florida because I paid a lot of money to be there.
Yeah.
I guess.
I rode Guardians of the Galaxy when they switched it from Tower of Terror.
Okay, I did too, but that was just, once in a lifetime thing.
That's true.
Good shit though.
Exactly.
I'm really excited though for Horror Nights this year, dude. And I'm hoping to do some more haunts. So we always say that, but we'll
This
see.
haunt
Yeah.
season.
We will. We'll make sure of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you
right.
see the Winchester House? The Winchester Mystery House is having a haunt this year.
Really?
Yeah, up
Know
north,
that.
San Jose, bro.
Oh, dang.
Gotta check that out. The same people that do the Queen Mary are doing the Winchester House.
That's crazy.
Yeah, full blown mazes, the whole nine, bro.
I don't know if I would go to that one.
I don't know.
Which one?
Winchester House. Might bring something
Something.
back.
Yeah, for
Oh,
show.
come on.
Come on, bro. That's super haunted place. So is the Queen Mary.
What,
so.
what are you talking about?
Huh?
What you got?
What do I got for movies?
Well, I don't know. You have something pulled up over there.
Yes, I do.
What is it?
Well, today is because this doesn't drop till Monday, but what's today? Anyways, tomorrow, because today is June 19th, tomorrow, 28 days later, drops.
The movie?
28 years
Ooh.
later, sorry, 28 years later, the movie finally comes out.
Oh, it came out today then.
What's Monday? Came out this past weekend. Yeah, sorry, we're in the future, guys.
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna go watch it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sure.
We're gonna go watch it. Don't listen to
I
Ashley.
haven't seen 20. What is the other movie?
It's a zombie movie.
I know, but what's the
You
movie
haven't
that's been
28
out?
28
days
days later.
Okay, I'm going to have to watch that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to watch
It's a
it.
little slow.
Is that a zombie apocalypse thing?
Mhm.
Yes, but
Ooh, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
you're such a. I just think you're not a fan of like zombies.
I'm not.
At this
Horror?
Huh?
Horror?
The fuck did you just call me?
You're not a fan of horror.
Yes, I am.
Have you seen
Like-
Trick or Treat?
Okay, you know I haven't.
Damn, dog.
Wait, you haven't seen Trick or Treat?
Like half of it. Dude, my stomach is doing the intro to Rack
Oh,
City
crap.
right now.
so we're gonna have to cut it.
Rack City, bitch, right?
My stomach, dude. I'm getting old because I can't eat nothing without my stomach hurting.
Why are you shaking like that?
You're funny.
Hey, guys, that's the kind of shit.
No, I don't. I have stomach pain.
Anyways, 28 years later,
Yes,
we watching that.
yes, we're watching that.
Hopefully, we
Oh,
can watch
boy.
that before our next pod and give a nice review on it.
But we're gonna have to make time, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Make time. That's a good
Maybe
concept.
Annie can make it out to one of these,
We'll
sibling
see. I don't know. He don't like us.
outings. You know what
I
I
don't
mean?
know. This guy's weird.
Actually, next podcast, we're going to open up with him just sitting by himself there.
You should see this guy, dude. Before we shoot a show, guys are like, what are we going to talk about?
He's our biggest
We're-
hater. Him
guys
and,
don't
you know
have
what?
anything to
He's
talk
our
about.
biggest hater, and then it's Anthony, and then it's our mom. That's our top 3 haters.
I'm not a hater,
It's
bro.
all within the family. Too.
Always. Number
not a
one
hater.
haters. Haters are my
Always is.
motivators, bro.
Damn, bro, you
Damn.
sound like
Super
the homie.
motivated.
Haters are my motivators, and I'm an annihilator.
Damn.
Someone get her mic out of here.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Anyways, don't you have like a
And you're a
segment?
procrastinator.
Oh,
Eminem, relax. No, Skittles, relax,
You
dude.
know
Come
what?
on.
I'll just call you later.
Oh
Ah!
my god, dude.
I'll drop the mic right there.
jeez.
That's going to take us into Killer's Corner. Period.
Wow.
Haven't heard that tune in a
That was a
while.
good rap, dude.
That was a good rap.
You should become a rapper.
I should have.
You could have been the next Nicki Minaj.
Yep. I used to rap Nicki Minaj back in the day.
Yeah, I know.
I was a Barbie. You don't know what that is?
No, you were the little girls. That were
She got 2 kids now. Isn't that crazy?
and she was like 19.
Before
like
before that, she
25.
knew all the lines for Ludacris's part of
Justin Bieber.
song.
Yeah.
Luda.
I was singing songs back then that I shouldn't be singing.
Yep.
Me too. I'll never forget it.
Great
Fifth
parenting.
grade.
Great parenting.
5th grade, I was on the bus and I snuck my dad's NWA CD onto the bus, bro. On the field trip to San Diego, and all my friends thought I was hard as shit. Oh, because dude, it was what song was in? I was cruising down the street, bro. I was thumping, bro,
Dude.
thumping. I
He
didn't
just
get
aged
caught.
himself because he said CD.
Yeah,
CD player.
you had to open up the CD player.
Yes, dude.
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Well, we had a DVD player in the car.
Hell yeah, we did.
That's funny.
Bro, I'm
Half
telling
the
you,
time it wasn't on because some of these people would get car sick, you know what I'm saying?
I miss VHS.
Yeah.
I really
that
do,
That
on,
bro.
orange Rugrats VHS.
Mm-hmm. Now you got to pay for fucking double the price for VHS because it's
Now you got to pay $10
vintage.
to rent a movie on just to watch it once.
Stupid, bro. But anyway, go ahead, Ashley, with your killer's corner.
God,
There's a hater we're
Here
talking
we
There you
go.
go.
Let
Here
me
we
get
go
in
again.
I
there.
gotta hit the rap again. Haters, fucking hater. Today's killer is William Suff. Suff. So I'm Suff, right?
Stuff. Got it.
Suff. Born. I don't know what's up with the born Bill Lee Suff. Like, did he change his name?
Probably.
He was born August 20th, 1950, so around Dad's age. Just kidding.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
That was a shot.
He was an American serial killer who tortured and killed at least 13 women in the Riverside County in California.
What the?
Damn, we live in Riverside
Bum,
County.
bum.
Where at?
From 1986 to 1991, earning nicknames such as the Riverside Prostitute Killer and the Lake Elsinore Killer.
Oh, Dad, you remember that?
No. That one
Some of
wasn't as popular.
some of his victims were dumped in Lake Elsinore years earlier in 1974.
Before my time.
Right
was
around the
2.
time you were born. He and his wife were murdered their 2-month-old daughter in Texas.
He and his wife?
A crime that which he only served 10 years for.
Damn. How?
He was sentenced to 70 years and he only served 10. So I'm assuming he got
Good
out.
behavior.
Paroled.
Good behavior, yeah.
Which that's
Is
how
that
he
a
got
picture
out.
of him?
Yeah,
Let me
this is
see.
him right here.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah. White man. Anyway, he's 74 right now.
He's still alive.
Yeah.
Damn.
He's on death row though. So
Oh.
he got convicted and got put
still
on
alive?
Yeah, death penalty in October of 1995.
That's too long.
Yeah.
I'd be pissed if I was a family member of the victim.
So in 74, Texas jury convicted Suff and his then wife, Terrell, for beating their 2-month-old daughter to death.
Wow.
Not 2-year-old.
They should have
2
got. They
months.
should have got a bullet
How
right
the
there.
hell do you get
They should have got the death penalty that month.
disgusting? Anyway, so yeah, he got out on that.
What about the wife?
I didn't do my research on
Oh,
the
okay,
lady.
sorry.
Okay.
Wow. So then he started killing, huh?
Yeah.
Perfect example of why I could never be a cop. Because if I'd have rolled up on that scene, I'd have been Judge Dredd.
And back then there was no cameras. You could have just killed him.
Oh, you whip people's guns.
Oh, he pulled his gun out. I shot
No,
him.
like save people tax money.
Literally.
That's
That's
insane.
crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
He was convicted of 12 counts of murder and 1 count of attempted murder on sex workers.
Damn, that's a lot.
That's a
12?
common theme in a lot of these serial killers.
Yeah, it's always
They're picking up prostitutes and things.
That's their MO.
Like
calm
the
down,
Green- what
criminal
was it?
minds.
The
So
Green
Seth-
River Killer. did
yeah.
that.
So he basically raped, tortured, stabbed, strangled, sometimes mutilated 12 or more of these women in Riverside County between June 28th of 89 and December 23rd of 91. And on January of 92, Suff was arrested after a routine traffic stop when police officers found a bloody knife and objects believed that to be related to killings.
Insane because if he didn't get pulled over that night, he'd be free.
Yep.
Where was he arrested at?
Riverside County.
Shit, Riverside County could be.
Anywhere right here, yeah.
Yeah, from here to the border.
Yeah.
Banning.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
He
not
delivered
Banning,
office furniture
Blythe.
to the officers the task force who were investigating his killing spree.
Wow.
Wow.
He actually just was up for parole in 2015, and they obviously denied it. So he's just sitting on death row now.
He's just been sitting there for 30 years.
Yeah, disgusting.
California death row?
In 2014, appeal of the sentence was rejected by the California Supreme
Yep.
Court. Yep, which upheld the death penalty.
Yeah, but I don't think we're doing.
They're just gonna wait until he
Executions.
dies.
That's stupid.
In 2024, the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department announced that Suff was linked to the murder of 19-year-old Kathy Ann, a resident of Lake Elsinore, whose body was found in South Pasadena in 1986.
Crazy. That was my high school years, but I don't remember that.
That's crazy.
Wasn't
The youngest,
reported on,
19, which
I'm
was
sure it
Kathy,
was,
and the oldest being in their 40s of his murder spree.
That's crazy.
No, the youngest was his 2-month-old.
Well, yeah.
That's crazy.
These killers never cease to amaze when you
No.
think of the things they're capable of.
And really,
doing.
I don't understand how the law allows them to breathe their same air for so much longer. You know what I mean? Like, that really blows my mind, dude.
What blows my mind is they let him out on good behavior for killing a 2-month-old.
Yeah.
What do you mean, good
It's
behavior?
insane, bro. It's insane. Guys like that need justice to be served on the day of.
Swiftly.
Literally.
You know what I mean? Come
I'm
on now, bro.
surprised that he didn't get killed during those 10 years inside.
Insane.
Usually that's kind of what happens, you know.
He probably hit it.
So this week I do have a scary story too, just so you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Go
But it's my
ahead.
own
Yeah, just
experience.
fast forward if you're hearing.
It's gonna be better than your whack ass shit.
Is it a haunted place this time?
It is not a haunted place. It is a haunted. I guess it
Is it a
could
scary
be.
Are we going into your segment?
Yeah, we're gonna go into our segment, guys. It's gonna be a scary story.
Boo. Just kidding.
I bit my lip today.
That's the
That's your
story?
scary story?
I thought I had to go to the hospital.
Well, stop eating, Chonge.
Yeah,
I thought we
pretty
were in
gnarly.
for some
Like bad?
paranormal.
pretty bad.
He was, yeah, that's why he came in, right? And he
Like
had
my
dried up
undershirt
blood.
is blood. It's blood on my undershirt.
Yeah, and I was like,
When?
what happened to your, why you have blood
I
on your
did finish
shirt?
my steak taco though.
Fucking
Oh my
chunky.
god.
No. But I did have some nobody knows yet, but
Ah, so it's fake.
no, it's not fake. Not fake. It fucking freaked me out actually. So, yes, you know I talk about the Spadra Cemetery in Pomona that's abandoned now. You know what I mean? It's not abandoned because it's technically still taken care of by the city, right?
Yeah.
So I drive by there all the time, and I'm always bullshitting, you know, with the dead people.
That's not
And I'm
funny.
like, hey guys, you know what I mean? Another day, like, you know, I'm respectfully as hell though. You won't ever catch me in there like walking on top of their gravestones,
Right,
you know.
yeah.
Anytime I've gone in there, it's for strict work, right? I'm never in a disrespectful way ever because I respect the dead and I believe that you better respect the dead, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyway, first incident that happened to me, I was driving down by the cemetery, and I swore. I don't want to say, but I swore I saw somebody cross the track in front of me and hide down in a bush from the cemetery into a bush. Well, it's not likely. I was like, I wasn't overthinking it because a lot of, bad guys like to hide in that area. So I'm like, oh, I got one of these guys here, So I quickly, I was right there already, jumped out of the truck, and I'm looking, I'm like, where the hell did this fool go? You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, that's kind of weird, straight out of the cemetery. So I got out the truck, I'm looking around. I looked around probably 5 minutes, and I didn't see anybody. There's no traces of stolen property or anything like that. Then I got back in the truck. So I crossed the tracks because you have to cross 3 set of tracks to get into the cemetery.
Jeez.
Mind you, when you cross the tracks, it says like "Welcome to the gates of hell" on the
Yeah.
on the arms or whatever. I work there every day, so I'm so used to it now that I'm just like, oh, respectfully, I'm here.
Yeah.
And anyways, I went in there. I turned my truck around. I went to go cross back over. A train was coming, so I reversed back down. Well, sure enough, I'm like kind of tired. This train's taking forever, so I feel like I'm kind of nodding off a little bit. This is like the perfect time because I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for a train anyway.
Yeah.
Put my car in park. I don't know what it was, but I felt like somebody tapped on my window. mind you, and right there, I was up, bro.
Yeah.
I was up, and I was like, "No, get the fuck out of here, dude." You know what I mean?
Why
And
the
it was
hell?
my back window of the passenger side.
Oh hell.
I just felt like somebody went like,
Like,
"Yep,"
oh
Like,
no.
and I was like, I was kind of reclining a little bit. And I looked back, and I was like, "Nah."
What if they would've
fool."
not-
Same day though that I saw somebody cross the track,
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
at you.
and I was just like, "Oh yeah," and so I don't visit them anymore.
Damn.
Yeah, they broke that relationship, dog. I
They're
was
trying to
cool.
talk to
I was
you.
there to pay my respect, but y'all want to fuck with me, you know what I mean? So after that, bro, I go through there now, but I don't stop in there.
He's
You
like,
know what I mean? I'm just like, yeah, nah, dude.
Next thing you know,
Nope.
like Anthony.
But I mean,
yeah,
respectfully,
bro.
you know what I mean? I don't think that there was any
Bad
bad
vibes.
people buried there. There's no bad vibe, other than
Negativity.
the fact that yes, people do go there for seance and shit like
Right.
that. You know what I mean? But yeah, but the people buried there, you know what I mean? It's like the founder of Spadra. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Shit like that. So back in the 1800s.
Yeah.
You know, so again, anytime I've gone there, it's been pure respect.
Yeah.
You know, but after that day, and this happened maybe, was it this week? It might have been this week, dude. And I was just like, it really freaked me out because I was just like, did someone just tap on my window? Because again, but this area is so known to house like
yeah.
transients and homeless. So I'm like,
You know
one
what,
of these
though?
fools are trying to get my attention,
You
bro.
said you're nodding off, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't know why that happens to me too. Like, there's times where I'm sleeping in my house, obviously, and I'm like asleep, but I'm like, you know,
Awake.
I feel like I'm awake, and I feel like I wake up because I hear knocking.
Uh-huh.
I have a doorbell. Why the fuck would someone be knocking? If
Yeah.
someone's trying to like knock on my door, they'll ring my doorbell, right? So there's times where I'm sleeping where I'll wake up because I hear someone knocking on my door. I have a ring,
Right.
So I check the ring and I'm like, fuck, is there like maintenance or something? Because I have a deadbolt.
Yeah.
So they don't have a key just to walk in. So I'm like, fuck, what if it's maintenance? So sometimes I'll go in, I'll check, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, am I tweaking? Like, is it my
Nah.
subconscious
This
telling
one,
me to
I
wake
wasn't
up?
out. I was just kind of like I said, nodding off. So I heard it clear as day, bro. You know, clear as day. And as quickly as and you guys know I'm aware everywhere I go, dude. So I swept that area before I even parked there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I quick turned so fast, dude. And I looked at it and I literally said, I was like, fuck this. Like, I'm gone, dude. I fucking hauled ass back over the tracks, dude. And after that, I was like, you know what? Nah. These fools are getting a little too comfortable with me. They're like, hey, Anthony,
My friend.
over here, fool, come spend some time with us, you
That's
know?
funny.
One time, my partner, there was a soccer ball.
Uh-huh.
We kicked the soccer ball into the cemetery.
Oh, no.
Later that day, the soccer ball was back on the tracks.
Oh, no.
But again, for the amount of transients and homeless that live
Yeah,
there,
I never know.
it could have been anything,
Nah,
you know.
hell no.
But he is such a chicken shit. He's just like, nope, I ain't going in there, dude. I am not going in there, bro.
Why'd you kick it then?
That's what I told him. I was like, bro, you're nuts.
You invited
dude.
them to
But
play.
yeah, that was a spooky. That was actually that one got me a little bit, dude. Because again, first I didn't find the individual, then they tapped on my window.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have
And
been
I was just
scared.
like, oh, okay, you want to play games, so our relationship is over.
And then your brain starts to be like, they're sitting in your back seat. They're
Nah,
sitting-
bro, dude, I was legit. Like, I was like a little like, oh shit, I shit myself a little bit. You know what I mean? Like that's probably my first paranormal encounter that I feel was like maybe legit because it could have been. The other thing is, it's the cemetery's under a overgrown canopy of trees. So when you're driving by, you see into the cemetery, and it's shadowy and dark in there.
Oh, nah, bro.
Because it could be sunny outside, but because the trees are so overgrown since whenever they let it go, right? It's like it casts a big shadow into the cemetery. So it's the perfect situation for like a movie,
Yeah.
you know. And so every time I drive by, I'm like this, dude. I'm like, oh shit. I'm
Yeah, you see
scared that
someone
one day I'm gonna
videoing
see
you?
someone just.
Or
Oh
you're gonna pass by and they're gonna be like,
no, dude. Hey, I gotta take you guys one time,
No,
bro.
thanks.
I gotta take you
No,
guys
thanks.
one
No,
time,
because
bro.
what if they knock on the window again? No,
Then
bro.
you say hi.
I sit in the back.
Just was like, nope, drive. You used to be like the Haunted Mansion, bro.
No.
No, but like I said, dude, I always go respectfully, and I always say, you can't come with me, doggy. You stay right here. You know what I mean? So
We want answers.
yeah, no, but that was a
No, I don't.
pretty interesting situation.
Yeah, that's
You know,
crazy.
and a lot of people that I work with are just like, nah, dude, I don't go there. I don't go there. I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit. I actually have pictures of I I don't want to call them ghosts, but
Apparition.
apparitions, you know, in that cemetery
Yeah.
on
no,
a graveyard
yeah.
shift. So interesting shit. Interesting shit. I stay away from there now.
Mm-hmm.
FYI. Yeah, but that was a scary moment.
Awesome.
Not bad, huh?
There
Not
you
bad.
go. Wow.
You
Don't
give me the
make-
chills, dude.
Don't
Yeah.
mean I want to go. And you know what's crazy? I was thinking about taking the energy meter because where it's at, it's like dead area, bro. There's nothing there.
Hey, not no more.
You know, so I was thinking about taking it. Fuck
You
that.
should,
Hell
dude.
no.
Record yourself.
Bro, I'll be by myself like, oh shit, guys.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, hell
Next thing you
no.
know,
Take
it turns
the-
into Blair Witch.
Take the
No.
voice recorder.
That's what I'm saying. I really thought about it. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that shit,
You
dude.
should.
Hey, take the voice recorder. Just don't play it back till you get home.
No. I work in the area a lot. You know what I mean? The worst shit that I get out of there is like people talking to me for real, and I'm just like, nope. I gotta call my boss. Like, hey, dude, I can't go through here.
I quit.
Yeah, I'm done.
He hears the playback, Anthony.
Oh yeah, that's it, guys. That's gonna wrap it right there. Are we done?
Yep.
We
Yeah,
done? We
yeah.
done with the craziness, guys. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. I know this one was a little sporadic with a bunch of little random stuff here and there, guys. And again, apologize for the little delay. Last week we are kind of busy, but yeah, we're here. Thank you guys for the support as always. Any last comments from the peanut gallery over here?
Nope.
Nope.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. And as always, we'll see you on the next one.